Welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers, and welcome to the jail.
Alright.
Which is actually the name of the song that's about to play. And it's a banger.
Alright, let's begin the operation.
Our first goal would be the treasure room, yes?
I'm sensing something treasure-like over that way, towards 705.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
That's where you were taken when they captured you, right?
Her main base, the place with the most security, why wouldn't the treasure be there?
Just thinking about it pisses me off. Piece of shit, so full of herself.
So, Alice is there now, huh?
You know, it does sort of look like a castle.
Castle ruled by a monarch. I admit, it's rather fitting.
Ryuji and Arn both have PTSD over castles and monarchs, don't bring it up.
So, we're heading to the castle? Yeah, that sounds good. This jail is crawling with shadows. Watch your backs out. Okay, I'll watch your backs out there. Sophie's inaugural heist as a phantom thief. This'll be great.
We don't know the opposition will face. Be sure to switch out team members when necessary.
So, changing party members. You can manage who will join Joker in the jail. Yes, Joker does have to be in the party at all times, which is admittedly a little annoying since you don't have to play as him, but he's still a pretty good character. You can open the command menu and selecting statistics about at any time as long as you are outside of combat. Now, one thing that I do wish this game had, you cannot swap party members during combat, like with Hifumi's Confidant in the original, and there are times when you really wish you could.
Good point. We're at your beck and call, Joker.
Oh, Yusuke, speaking of PTSD, please don't use those names, that just makes me think of my Mighty Number 9. Wait, Matthew Mercer was in that game, wasn't he? I cannot believe. Mighty Number 9 managed to do something that I didn't think was possible. It managed to make Matthew Mercer sound bad. He's Pyro, by the way, in that game. But anyway, so you can press the square button to swap party members in and out. You are allowed to move forward with like only one party member. So, you might notice that we have access to every single, like, vanilla party member from Persona 5 from the beginning. This can be a little bit overwhelming if you're just starting Strikers, especially if you haven't played the original. And especially since every one of these party members is fully controllable in an action setting, and they all have their own different playstyles. So, for now I'm going to limit it to just who I had before. But, I am going to be doing, I think, one bio per jail episode from the beginning. And I'm going to be starting things off by controlling... Well, you'll see. Also, this is really cool. So, we're in. Oh, hi, Shadow.
Be careful. They've got serious numbers.
Don't you remember what to do at times like this? Watch for an opening, then jump it from behind. Be careful not to get spotted.
So, you can still ambush enemies by creeping up on them from behind and pressing the triangle button, or whatever button that is on whatever console you're playing. Forming an ambush will give you a preemptive strike on the enemy, giving you an advantage at the start of battle. Well, I'll do this with Joker. Just for just sake. So, an ambush automatically gives you an all-out attack at the beginning of a fight, and that can really switch things in your favor. Oh hey, they want me to switch to Ryuji anyway. Who was what I was gonna go over. Perform baton path with the directional buttons. So I really like this. You can freely swap between party members at any time during combat, and this can lead to some really fun flowing combos. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead, tag out to Ryuji, and I am gonna explain him after this battle. Okay, we got another all-out attack. This one might not catch... Oh, hey, it did catch most things. And there we go, battle over.
We did it! That ambush was a real success!
And this is a very good skill.
It's been quite some time since we fought last, but my body is still ready for more.
Is that an intentional Reggie reference?
They'll go a lot smoother whenever we ambush them like that, too. On the other hand, if we're spotted, they'll get the upper hand against us. Keep sharp out there.
If you get ambushed, which is actually fairly easy in this game, you get stuck in a knockdown and you have to wiggle the sticks to get out of it at the start of the fight. So yeah, put you at a disadvantage at the start of battle.
I guess now we just push forward and see what we see. Navigator at the ready.
And we can also use Third Eye to analyze enemies, and enemies have different auras that determine their relative strength compared to you, as always. Disaster Shadows are not in this game. But before we do anything else, let's go over...
I'm picking up something close by.
I'll get to that, Morgana. Let's go over Ryuji. Ryuji was never my favourite party member in the original P5, but that's all changed in Strikers. His tanky stat build is pretty great in an action setting, and Tarukaja is very much appreciated when bosses have so much health. And unlike in a turn-based game, it doesn't waste too much time to apply this to the whole party. Ryuji's basic attacks are very slow, don't have long combos, and don't have much AoE outside of the specials. But making up for that is his neutral special giving him an aura that makes him harder to flinch, meaning his attacks will go off almost all the time, and his special combos being chargeable. And when fully charged, which does take a while, there's about 3 levels of flashing, they become very impressive, especially his second special combo where he baseballs Captain Kidd zooming across the battlefield. Unlocking his Master Arts makes these charge faster. Ryuji also benefits from his element, Zio, having a chance of shock, which opens up enemies to technical damage from physical attacks, and he still learns shock boost. Against massive hordes, you're likely to have at least something on screen shocked, and technical damage is very, very strong in Strikers. He also gets Rebel Soul, and later the incorrectly named Technical High. This has nothing to do with technicals, it's called Critical High in Japanese, and it extends the timer on buffs whenever Ryuji lands a critical hit. His agility is not the best, but he still tends to do this quite often. The rest of his skills are physical based, and hit in pretty wide areas. And with the way HP consuming skills work in Strikers, he can use these quite a lot if you're playing well. He does learn charge, but you're likely to be almost at the final boss by the time he gets there. Overall, Ryuji feels very much at home in an action game. Expect to see a lot of him. Okay, now... let's see.
This one's off.
I love how characters besides Joker can get in on the mask pulling action here. Also, yeah, I get why they wanted us to use Ryuji here, because these things are... yes, I know analysis. Yeah, we can look at the enemy weaknesses, so we can see Bicorn here. These things are weak to Zio, so let's go ahead and blast them with Zio, and then we'll let attack again. These ones are not mini-boss tier, they're just regular old Bicorns. No, I do not want your dirty phone case, dirty two-horned beast.
Was that not a challenge? What's in it?
So we can go ahead and grab this. Now, this revival beat, I would recommend saving this for later. Revival is a little hard to find and expensive in the early game, and Morgana and Sophie don't really learn their revival skills until a bit later. But anyway, this lets you go back to the entrance, and doing that resets who you're controlling. Now, it did not heal, and I'll go into why that is kind of a thing later, but firstly, I want to approach the main part of our main destination here, that is. And let's see, so we can actually kind of seamlessly get out of hiding mode and do an ambush here. Sometimes shooting enemies from a distance with your gun is effective, but that won't actually trigger an ambush. You need to go right there and press the triangle button, and yeah, the enemies here are not really all that tough. But we've got a few areas, yeah, we need to head over to the main building here. Now, the enemies here, they won't actually really respawn if we deal with them. Uh-oh, okay. Now, if an enemy sees you, this is when I like to break out the gun and just shoot. Not an ambush, but at least they don't get an ambush, so that's good enough for me. Come on, let me aim this properly. I love that attack so much, but I was actually going for 1, 2, 3, Zio charge. Oh yeah, okay. It's a little difficult to pull this off sometimes, especially with charge-happy enemies like this. And Rouge does not really have a lot of SP to make use of his main Zio skills. But let's move in. So this is where we got cutscene cheaped earlier. So hopefully the net is gone.
Hang on there. Searchlight's confirmed. Getting spotted by one of those will mean big trouble. Surrounded in no time. Shadows are patrolling too. No surprise. Security is tight here.
A frontal assault sounds like it might be out of the picture. Let's see if we have anything else here.
So, yeah, we've got gigantic spotlights, but we also have something up here we can do.
I wonder what this is.
I also love getting to see, like, the other Phantom Thieves, like Ryuji, pull off acrobatic feats like this.
Hey, look! Maybe we can get in there.
Great. If we run along there, getting in the castle should be a cinch.
To the left and in the shadows. Got it.
There are more searchlights. How will we get past?
They're smaller than the other ones. Why don't we just try sneaking past?
Well, I guess that might work. So let us head through the ice cream scaffolding and the presence of doom. Yeah, your jumping hitbox is quite generous, especially your ledge grab hitbox. I don't really worry too much about aiming yourself here. However, if we head in here...
Holy shit!
We can't go any further. They're firing on anything within range. Oracle, can you find a way to shut them down?
Just a sec. Analyzing.
Yes! Got it! The searchlight's power source is south of here.
South. Yeah, which way is that?
In reality, it'd be somewhere around Maruku City. Must be some sort of facility providing power over there. Alright, off to Maruku City. Let's move out!
Not Maruki City, because, yeah, he definitely wouldn't have an entire ward of Tokyo named after himself. I mean, I wouldn't really put it past him when he was all high on power, but still. So yeah, if we try and go here, yep, we have the Daka guns in the way. So, yeah, our only real option here is to head back. Sometimes there are chests in these little 2D areas, so be sure to check them out thoroughly, but I don't think there's a chest here. And back to the jail entrance theme.
The jail looks like Shibuya, but the layout isn't exactly the same. I'm worried we'll get ourselves lost.
I wonder if playing this game would make it easier or harder to navigate the real Shibuya. I don't really recognize any of these places from World Ends With You, which is pretty accurate. I mean, the buses actually have, like, full routes listed on
You
them.
should keep tabs on your locationer. That'll probably help.
Okay, yes, we have jail maps of each area. Unlike in the original Persona 5, you don't need to find a map, you kind of automatically have it. So we've got the underground walkway, but we've only got the map for places we've been to before. So, yes, we just have to go down here to get to Maruki City, which I'm just going to call it that. In fact, I believe in my notes I accidentally called it Maruki City. Now, these drones are you can ambush the drones. You generally need to have high ground, though. That's not really going to be much of a thing here. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, triangle, there we go. Sometimes not going for the charge is okay when you're in a kind of dire situation like this. And let's try and punch him again in the face.
You might want to piece yourself.
And I could also try and shotgun the pixies. It's more fun to shotgun the Biclon, though. Or do this, Essence of Roadside Weapon! And there's like...
Electricity won't work on it.
Oh, hi, Biclon.
Something else.
Yeah, might as well do this. There we go. One. Where the heck is it? Okay, right, yeah, you can just... I accidentally tried to escape from battle. The way that you escape from battle in this game is actually pretty cool, but, oh, it's just a pixie. They've probably got this, but... And I totally missed with my shotgun. There we go. Okay. Everything is all well and good. Let's just pretend that nobody saw me miss with my shotgun there, and let's go.
Maruku City's straight ahead from here. I'll highlight it on your map.
So here we are in... Yeah, this area is decently large.
Wait, sentry!
Clearly, there is no one suspicious hiding behind that wall.
Ah, great. Once that thing sees us, shadows are just gonna start pouring in.
We should avoid all head-on conflict when possible. It only gets harder when they're on high alert.
Yeah, you know, you probably do want to fight as much as you can. You not only get experience from it, you also get bonding points.
And if we're spotted too many times, We'll have no choice but to come back later.
But this is a tutorial on the security meter. There is one thing that I don't actually like that much about the security meter in this game, is that the rulers of the jails, or the monarchs, they don't have their own individual portraits for the security meter. It's all just a generic siren, which is just, yeah, I hate to say lazy assets, but like, kind of. Yeah, also, this is also security, like, you are forced out of the jail at 100%, just like vanilla P5. But really, there's basically no penalty whatsoever for leaving the jail and coming back, because there's no calendar system. In fact, it's actually very much encouraged.
There's a sentry here as well.
So we just have to take that one out.
Looks like it hasn't noticed us yet, though. Joker, think you could pull off an ambush from over there?
Okay, time to give them the biggest, most painful cavities ever. Yeah, this is what I was saying before. You can generally only ambush these drones from high guard while in a hiding spot. High ground, I mean. Okay, Master Arts. I've alluded to these before. This is why I recommend swapping between characters as much as possible, because every character has 4 Master Arts. They are only obtained by using that character frequently. So if you only use, like, Joker, you won't be seeing many of the other ones. Also, it's important to learn these, because once a character unlocks their Master Arts, the AI will use them too. So Joker has gained marking shots. So if we use a special gun attack or a mid-air gun attack, we can perform a follow-up attack. This is the first of every character's Master Arts, is one of their combos will lead to a follow-up attack. Joker's is probably the easiest to initiate after all, out of all of them. I kind of doubt I'll get to use it here though. So I might want to show it in the next fight. And said next fight may actually be very soon. Because I can jump up here. So also, my notes say there are actually a couple of chests in here that are fairly important. Namely, there is a new weapon for Sophie in this area.
What's inside, Joker?
And, okay, magic incense. Good thing I got that one. That's the other one my notes told me to get. So let's go ahead and see who wants to have more magic. Let's give that to Arn. She's gonna need that, let's just say, later. Anyway. So here, we can jump back up here, jump on this, and this thing's also probably going to die before I can use the follow-up attack, but I'll definitely show it at some point. Like, me, personally, I don't actually use these follow-up attacks nearly as much as I probably should. They are very good distance closes. It's kind of hard to remember because every party member has a different, combo that leads to their follow-up. Joker's, like I said, is by far the simplest, so I might try and use it somewhere here.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Shit, yeah! Let's stomp those guys and loot that thing.
I have never heard of anybody using the expression shit yeah. I've heard of hell yeah, but no, not that.
Wait, that treasure chest has a security system. If the security level here gets too high, the chest is shielded until things quiet back down again.
Okay, I do really like this though, because this is an incentive for keeping the security meter low.
If enemies spot us too many times, no treasure for us. Got it.
Well, Morgana's definitely going to want to avoid being seen now. Also, oh, Safecracker just unlocked. Yeah, so Safecracker is actually kind of important. You sort of do want to... Do I have enough points for Safecracker? No, I don't think I do, no. It's only 2 points. There is a chest in Alice's jail that does require Safecracker, so it is somewhat important to get Safecracker early. But for now, yeah, let's just see. Oh, wow, I can ambush all the way from there, huh? However, here's something fun that we can do in here. We can jump up on the candy and do this! Also, yeah. I like Joker's gun a lot more than Ryuji's. Ryuji's is, like, not the best, in my opinion. Kind of has an error on it. But okay, now see these chests here? Oh, wow, I didn't even know there was a tutorial for it popping up, but I was about to explain this. Chests that don't have a lock on them, these restock. This can make map completion a little annoying, because it can be hard to figure out, like, have I got this chest? Have I not got this chest? But as it turns out, yeah, those ones are restocking chests. They usually have random skill cards. I believe their contents are not fixed, whereas the non-respawning chests, their contents are fixed. Now I have to head back up here. and go
This might be what we need.
over through here. So, like, climbing around all these rooftops and sneaking around, going to disable some searchlights, this just gives me serious Sly vibes, and I love it. It's not, like, really exactly Sly, but it does remind me of it. For those who don't know, the Sly Cooper... Oh, boy, I do not like these things. Do I have Jack-o'-lantern on me? I do not. Okay. Oh, but it is weak to electricity as well, apparently? That's good to know. Let's get Ryuji... Oh, yeah. So, okay, this is why I don't like these things. That Bufu hurts a lot and is a little difficult to avoid. Okay, they are thankfully weak to that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're shocked as well. So I can go ahead and lunge them in the face. Okay, good, Silky's dead. See, the problem with Silkies as well is that they're weak to fire. Did anyone? Nope, nobody learned anything out of that. They're weak to fire, so you kind of, like, you might want to use Arn against them, but they also have Arn's weakness. Yeah, and in Strikers, even on normal, you can die very easily if you're not careful. We also have a whole bunch of gates here. Yeah, I think let's head over here first.
Stop! Haruku City's right here.
You mean on the other side of that?
I don't see a way to open the gate either. Looks like we need an alternative.
Such as? I don't think we'll be able to climb that.
Look over there. What if we tried going up that way?
We can climb eyeballs!
At the very least, we might spot a way around this from up there.
Good idea. Let's hop on up.
Getting the high ground, always useful. So, okay, we also have this kind of prison truck right here. I wonder what that's used for. We might find out eventually. So, yeah, I do want to make sure that I explore around here as much as I can, because I don't want to miss that Sophie weapon. Again, there is definitely a weapon for Sophie somewhere here. So we've got an Alice poster there. It's at least better than the ones in Persona Q2 that say, cool, Kamoshida man, and stuff like that. Speaking of cool, I am going to go ahead and have Ryuji chug an SP. You know what? Let's use the salty higher papaya, just so I can not make those jokes anymore. Yeah. On the subject of Persona Q2, like, a lot of people have asked me if I do that game. The problem I have is that I genuinely do like Q1 more than Q2. Like, Q2's an alright game, but it feels very unpolished to me in some regards. Like, there's no dub. I mean, I understand it because it was a very late lifespan 3DS game, that, like, when the Switch was in full swing, but... it's just like... Anyway, I don't think the story's as good. I don't think the dungeons are as well designed in Q2 as they were in Q1. The actual combat system is a bit better, but it still has its issues. And the boss fights in Q2 can also be a little obtuse.
Here.
Okay, let's change destination to the Tea Party building. I kind of like that Alice balloon there. It reminds me of my days as a kid in theme parks. Like those kind of sort of foil balloons. Okay, yeah, third, and as always, third eye will show you things like this, so we can hop onto this balloon. And then jump here.
This place's layout. Just reading the map makes my head hurt.
Now, I believe there are also switches that will lower those gates, which... actually, there's one of them down there, which I... you know what? I probably should hit that switch. Can I get you in midair? Nope. Okay, yeah. So whenever this happens, I usually like to just panic, pull out the gun, and... Nope. Okay. I get you from here. Probably that's in range. There we go. You know, with no... Okay, let's show off the follow-up attack. So, you use the gun attack with special. Yes, I know. I can press the prompt. After mid-air attack changes to persona with hold it to... Okay, hold it to link into... I have actually never done that before, but okay. So, yeah, now you press the circle button, and then you can attack. So, basically, that's how it works. Again, it's going to be a little easier to do that in fights where enemies have more HP. But the real reason why I came down here is I wanted to grab this switch. Because, again, I tend to miss these in my first playthrough, like in my early playthroughs. It's not, like, necessary to actually grab those. I doubt I'll be able to ambush you, so I'm going to wait for you to do that, and I'm going to shoot you in the face. Okay, Silky, so this is more of a... So, it has to be the, Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Did I just get frozen? I did just get frozen. Okay, well, I had to mash the buttons to get out of that, but, okay, Ryuji's got a technical on these guys, though. But yeah, so for example, if there's like an enemy a while away... Yeah, see, sometimes it's hard to figure out that I actually need to use the, triangle button instead of the gun button. But you can do that to close the distance. It's again, I'm not like the biggest fan of follow-up attacks and strikers, but they exist. So I'm not really supposed to be down here right now, but I am just going to go around and try and flip those switches. Also, there is a suspiciously square room over here that has a singular shadow in it. And in fact, you know what I think I'm going to do?
Switch out.
Since I've gone over her bio before, I'm going to go ahead and use Sophie here. Can I?
Ready when you are.
Aha! Super Robot Ambush! Silkies. Yeah, Silkies are a little unfortunate. Gonna go into perfect catch mode. Trust me, you'll see why I don't like Silkies if I let them combo me. You've all, yep, like that. Okay, yeah, I do not like their Bufu attacks. They can quite easily come out of nowhere and do a lot of damage to you and also freeze you. So I'm just going to use my ultimate Laces of Doom. Now, is this the Sophie weapon? No, it's a Morgana Scarf, which is better than nothing, because I am using Morgana on my current team. Magic +3 is good. So if we look at stats right now, yeah, the other party members aren't really leveling up as much, apart from Futaba, but they do still gain experience, I believe.
I'll take it.
I'm just kind of sticking to this party for now, just for the sake of making the bios a little bit more concise. Because, yeah, when I normally play this, I switch between, like, everybody in the first area, and that might get very, very hard to follow. Okay. Well, that's another very far-reaching ambush. I'm mostly doing this for the gates, though. Yeah, more Silkies. The problem with Silkies is you can't really all-out attack them all that easily. Oh, they don't like light. Bless, whatever. I wonder if, like, Reload is going to call it light or Bless or Curse. Oh, they can also Dominate. That's the thing they can do. Oh, and I'm not playing Sophia well. I'm mashing. You're really not supposed to mash with Sophia.
Call that a fight? I nearly fell asleep.
Okay, I can jump all the way back up here.
That one's all beefed
Did
up.
that guy just say nothing to report? Anyway, and now I can lower this, and, yes, I believe we need to get back on the rooftops, but first, I do want to show something. Oh yeah, these things will spawn like shadows if you let them. So that's why I like to gun them down as fast as possible. Okay, there we go. There's a perfect catch for Sophia. Yeah, don't mash for Sophia. Simply use press your attacks with rhythm, which is kind of hard to do. It reminds me a little bit of Batman Arkham City, which, like, the combat in that game is very rhythmic. It doesn't seem like it at first, but it is.
Something is nearby.
Something? What kind of something?
It is a space connected to somewhere.
Doesn't that describe literally everywhere in reality?
Hey, Sophie, you're right. It's like the space here is being warped and connected to the crossing?
As in the crossing where we first entered the jail? So if we use this, we'll go back to the entrance?
Sounds like moving between the jail and the real world will make our resupply efforts at least a bit easier.
That's it. I'm calling this a checkpoint. Go ahead and give it a spin so the location data registers.
So, you'll see unused checkpoints on your map as a grey C. Always activate checkpoints! Because once you register a checkpoint, you can warp to a checkpoint whenever you want. And, okay, I'm going to explain this in a moment, but this says right here, there are no downsides to leaving the jail. And this is kind of weird, honestly, because, it's like kind of a strange side effect of this game having no calendar system. But okay, from the checkpoint you can save, and you can also do any functions you could at the entrance. You can also leave. You can also walk to other checkpoints, which in this case is only the entrance. But I'm going to show what happens if we do leave.
Okay, let's get out of here.
So leaving the jail makes everything go shoo wow 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 for a second. And we're back on the exact same day we were before. Now, we can still access town freely, I think everybody should be in the same spot. The vending machines will not have restocked, I don't think. Actually, hang on, will they? Because I think some shops in the real world restock. It actually depends on how many battles you fight in the metaverse. I just want to check. I don't think I've actually done this before. I know that Sophie's shop restocks after every, like, 3 to 5 battles in the metaverse or so. But does that include vending machines? I kind of doubt it. It does include vending machines. Okay. That's good to know. I don't think I ever tried that before. And thankfully, Joker has now gained the magical ability to enter LeBlanc after leaving it without instantly advancing the time of day to night.
Get to work.
Because that's always a thing that happens in the mainline Persona entries. But yeah, so if we go to use shop, it's always a good idea to unload all of your loot from the, what's called the palace then, jail. But yeah, from here if we go to buy items, Sophie, I believe she has restocked on Quick Fix Alphas.
How many would you like?
So I'll take 2 of those.
Okay.
Yeah, restock after enough time passes. Basically, that just means fight more battles. But now that I have some more money, I am going to go ahead and buy, although I'm going to eat my words if we end up getting a weapon from in a chest. But I'm going to get Joker a new weapon, because, you know, he's always in the party. Might as well get Ryuji nope, can't afford it. Sorry. But now if we go back into the jail, we can pick up where we left off with no penalty. So essentially what you want to do is every time you see a checkpoint, go back to the real world, go back in the jail, you will fully heal. I kind of wish checkpoints healed you, because really it's the exact same thing, just with more steps involved. But okay, I don't think we're quite finished in, I will still continue to call it Maruki City. We're not quite finished here, and I forgot to go to other checkpoint. I'm supposed to do that rather than explore jail, but oh well. That happens sometimes, I often forget how that works. Other checkpoint, Maruki City, let's go.
We're here. So, what do?
What do? Yeah, some people have actually commented that, like, Futaba kind of feels like, and it sounds kind of weird, but, like, she feels like a more natural meme lord in her Strikers writing, or more, like, naturally nerdy. I always did feel like the I don't know, apart from Royal, like, the dialogue in base Persona 5, the writing of it was always just a little bit not the best, in my opinion. So I do really appreciate Strikers for having, in my opinion, significantly better dialogue writing. Hello! Okay, now I need to get back on the rooftops. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh, I can actually ambush that from the ground. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, this is our first introduction to these things. I remember this. Big Pixie. So sometimes you will face big enemies. Battling powerful shadows grants higher experience and guarantees that a mask will drop, among other merits. So we have Big Pixie right here. And Big Pixie is going to take quite a lot of SP to kill, and she will keep spawning, like, little pixies until we beat her. Where the heck even is Big Pixie? Seriously, where is she? Oh, there she is. There's. It's hard to tell because she's like just a big pixie is still quite small. Uh-oh, been shocked. Okay, movement speed reduced. This can be cured by unleader drop and other items. And physical and nuclear will trigger technical. Thankfully, it was not Joku who got shocked. You do want to keep an eye on the HP of your allies, though, because, yeah, they can kind of die. Okay, yeah, sometimes characters will prompt to switch out to them during usually mini-boss fights, and that can be kind of useful. Pixie, though, is strong against Zio, so I kind of want to switch back to Arsene here. Sure. So, Big Pixie has several shield gauges, so I'm going to go ahead and slam that shield gauge. I think I want to lock on, and... yeah, so, if anything is, like, weak to guns, I would recommend using guns on them instead of, like Persona skills, because obviously, that doesn't cost any SP. Is that thing... hey, it's dead, okay. That went way more smoothly than it usually does. I've had Big Pixie catch me off guard sometimes. And that,
What do you think that
is somewhat problematic when that occurs. Now I believe... okay, good, I can whack this. Swear, there's an enemy right behind me, isn't there? How? Nope, didn't quite get the gun out in time. Oh, well, that's what happens if you get ambushed.
Gotta find a way out.
1, 2, 3, 4, gigantic. Nope, not quite. I got interrupted. 1, 2, 3, 4, giant crowd control attack.
I'm sensing
I think I actually might have been not doing enough attack strings there, but yeah. So the enemies you fight in the streets down here, they're not like, they don't show up in like really huge numbers. Like you've got kind of both small scale and large scale fights here. But again, I do want to make sure that I am being very careful because I don't want to miss that chest that has a really important item for... I'm gonna miss you. Okay, hang on a second. 1, 2, and you learn a new skill. And you learn a new skill. No, wait, I'm trying to show something. 1, 2, persona, combo. Yeah, there we go! Free healing from Pixie. That is cool. 1, 2. See what I said about Joker's free persona skills being really good? Yeah, depending on what personas you fuse, you can get access to things like free healing, which is cool. But firstly, let's jump over here and get into a situation
Sure it's okay to keep
that
going?
really reminds me of Slide. Like, a lot. We get into this 2D segment, having to dodge around here, and eventually...
treasure chest. Lucky us.
there's apparently a treasure chest around here somewhere. Eventually, we're gonna have, okay, there it is, a segment we sneak along the sides of a building. Fortunately, the cupcakes are in the way. That's a weird sentence, but it makes sense in this context. I mean, yeah, you can kind of air dash in this, so yeah, air dash. Get down here, and I don't think this is the Sophie weapon.
Inside, Joker.
Nope, it's a whole lot of those things. I will find the Sophie weapon eventually,
I'll take it.
because I miss that in so many of my runs, and most maps of this place that I can find online just don't show the treasure chests in each area, which is sad. But yeah, here we go. So this right here.
This is tight. Think you can really make it? Oh, look at that god tier balance.
God tier balance. Yeah, you should see Sly when he walks along ropes, which is a skill you actually had to learn in the first game, but he has it in every other game. I like it when platformers do that. I believe Spyro does that as well. I think like Spyro, you keep all of the moves from 2 in 3.
What a view, huh?
Morgana, don't you mean, oh, what a great view, in English?
Hey, what's that birdcage looking thing there?
Sonic anime, by the way. Sonic's Japanese voice actor loves saying random English things.
Ooh, there's something shiny in it. Could it be a treasure? No, I'm not getting treasure vibes from it. Looks the same. It's actually totally different.
Looks more like a Mementos treasure.
I'm picking up a really strong reading from it. It's connected to the searchlights, too. If we take it, I think we'll cut the power to the searchlights.
It seems that is our next step. Let us advance towards the tower.
But how do we get up that thing?
I don't think I see anything resembling an entrance.
Couldn't you just summon Johanna and smash the wall? Or are the walls Johanna proof right now? Well, I mean, that was just what I suggested, so let's say it.
Whoa, getting macho, are we? I don't think we'll be taking that whole thing down like that.
Suggestion. Why not approach from below? How so? Below us is an underground waterway. Remember?
Oh, right! Nice call!
That sounds like the best idea to me, too. Let's do it.
Nobody else is going to question the fact that we just said, like, oh yeah, Alice casually just dumped us in the sewer.
We should make haste.
Because after all, haste makes paste. I mean, waste. I mean, I don't know what was the source of that, like, running gag, but that was a thing for, like, Yosuke and one of the personas. Oh, yeah, by the way, you can just... Oh, I didn't realize that was a microphone stand before. That's really cool. But yeah, you can slide down that as, like, a pole. But first, I really, really, really want to find that treasure chest. And that treasure chest up there is the... That's the respawning one. I told you before that it makes tracking which chest you found and which you haven't tough, but... Unless it's in the other half of Maruku City... It's just, I really want to find this, because it's a better weapon for Sophie.
Show me your true self.
This is our chance. Wipe them out. Joker, you're low on stamina. Be careful.
Oh, there was a second wave there. That was a pain. Third wave, okay. Clearly somebody doesn't like us today. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, knockdown and sleep. Okay. Thank you for the healing. Yeah, and burp. Yeah, this is a thing. So, this is a taste of like how what being on hard mode looks like, by the way. So, yeah, if you're playing hard mode, that's what tends to happen. That is all I have to say. Just imagine that happening in the tutorial as well, because that's what also happens on hard mode.
Sweet, we got him. You know, I feel like there was a checkpoint here somewhere.
Yeah, you know, I feel like it was right here. But speaking of checkpoint, I think this is a good time to call it, since we have a new objective. And I will see you all next time when we go over some more of the Phantom Thieves and explore further into the jail. See you all then.